How's it going, everybody? This is Alex Caceres, and you're listening to Story of the Fight.
Story of the Fight listeners, welcome in. You are in for a treat. We have UFC Bantamweight with us, Mr. Jesse Strader. How you doing, good sir?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
Fantastic,
Doing well.
fantastic. Yeah, so we already introduced ourselves before we went on, right? My name is Romero. That's Will, and just wanted to thank you one more time for hopping on with us and taking time out of the busy day to, just let us get to know you.
Of course. I'm excited.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
you're in the thick of it right now, huh? For this upcoming fight.
Yeah, man. It's like, shoot, man. People hit me up for stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't got time for that. I don't like. They're like, when do you have time? I'm like, I don't have any. None.
You're over there doing handsprings and shit in the gym.
That's my warm up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Oh, I saw that actually. I think you posted that on Instagram today, right? And
Yeah,
just
man. I had
watching
these
that.
guys going crazy because I went in there. I was all hyped up. I was like, this was last week. I was all hyped up, like, yeah, let's go. And then I started doing that, started busting that out. It was early in the morning. Everyone's like, what the heck? What's this guy doing? And then like they were like, let's roll. And I was like, let's do 10-minute rolls. And then everyone was like, man, get this guy out of here, dude. They're like, what's going on, man? I'm like super hype. I can't wait to fight. Everyone's like,
awesome,
dude.
man.
Tone it down.
That's so awesome. Dude, just watching that, I'm pretty sure I pulled my back, man. Because, dude, that was nuts. But so what does your day look like actually right now? You mentioned that you have very little time, right? What does a normal like day prepping for a fight week look like?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So for the last like few months actually, because I've been like, because I found out about this fight, like I think I had like at least 3 months to prepare. So as soon as I got the call, we were on this regimen. But my gym is like 50 minutes, so it's 50 minutes from here, and and so like I'm there twice a day. So I'm doing like 3 hours 40 minutes. I don't know. I didn't do great in math, but I'm doing crazy. I'm doing a crazy amount of driving, and then I'm there at the gym for like 3 hours at least each session. So it's literally.
It's a full-time job, man.
It's a full-time, but it's worse than a full-time job because my hours are terrible. I'm like up before I would be home. Man, a full-time job would be so easy. It would be so easy.
Yeah, like a 9 to 5 or
I love
something.
it. Honestly, if I didn't love it, I'd be like, I'd go hit up the classifieds and try to find a job, man. I love this, man. I love this stuff. I love the grind. And plus, this is the stuff that I'm gonna miss when I'm done, anyways. So yeah, it's crazy. So I wake up, go to the gym, 50-minute drive, go to the gym for 3 hours, then maybe hit the sauna for like a few minutes, just get some recovery, then get back on the road, head home. I'm home for like maybe like 2 hours, and people are like, can you meet up with me? Can you do this? I'm like, no, dude, are you kidding me? I gotta take a shower. I gotta eat, and then I gotta go back.
Yeah. Maybe you should just take one of them
do the same
with
thing.
you. You should just take somebody with you next time somebody asks you to do something. Like, how about you just come into my world for one day and you understand what my day is like?
Idea. I like that.
What I mean?
That's a good. They'll never hit me up again.
Exactly. Or they'll know, hey, he has a fight lined up. Not calling the dude.
Yeah, don't even. Yeah, you send him an email, he'll get back to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. So, man, how long have you been involved with martial arts?
Man, so I started wrestling when I was in 14. So 30 now. So 16 years I've been doing that. And then after I started wrestling, I started doing jiu-jitsu not too long after, like 16. And that was like on and off. So I was competing in wrestling. So I was really focused at that. So I didn't really get heavily into jiu-jitsu until later, like 19. And then that's when I started everything, Muay Thai and boxing. So when I was 19, then it was like full MMA, all in, like full-time training, and always doing crazy stuff.
So that's when you knew that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
When you're 19.
Yeah. When I was in middle school, I was like, I always play sports, but I was like, man, dude, this just doesn't seem fair. I'm so small and like I'm playing football and I'm hitting hard, but I'm like, man, they don't give me the ball. They don't. I'm playing basketball. Coaches, but like the thing is, everybody. Like I earn everyone's respect because they start seeing me on the field or the court or whatever, and they're like, dang, man, this little dude's working hard. This little dude's laying fools out. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So I was like always an undersized athlete for like the normal everyday sport, the average sport. But then when I got in middle school, man, I started seeing those early days UFCs, and I was like, yo, what is this? What the heck? I got heavily into it because I was competitive. Like me and my brother used to fight all the time, and he's bigger and older, so I used to get whooped on a lot. But I feel like that made me tougher than him because I had to take those beatings, but I always stood up for myself. And then
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, from there I got into it heavily, and then boom, the rest is history. All the wrestlers were like dominating at that time. It was like Matt Hughes. Everyone wrestled. Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell. Even if they threw hands, they wrestled. Like everyone wrestled. So yeah, at that time it was all wrestlers. So I was like, yo, let me try this out. I can do it for free. I don't got to pay $200 a month. I was shoot. I don't come from a rich family, so I was like, we'll wrestle for free at the high school.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, did you have fights with your brother too growing up? Because you have a brother.
Not so much with my brother, but with friends. We'd put a tarp out in the backyard, and box and do all that kind of stuff. Those are good times.
Yeah,
I got knocked out once.
My mom just texted me yesterday. She's like, man, I remember you guys used to have organized fights in the front yard, and I used to be looking out, just praying that no one got hurt and go to the hospital. And she's like, now look. I guess it all worked out. I was like, yeah, I guess so.
Little did she know you were training for your job.
Yeah, she had no idea. I was like, this is like me going to college, Mom. I'm studying here.
Yeah, I'm studying.
Dude, so
getting your degree.
Yeah.
Will has been sending me a lot of different fights, right? So I've been watching all your fights. Man, I feel bad watching some of these. You are so violent in there,
Yeah.
and I've been watching MMA for a very long time, man. And so the ground and pound, the elbows, dude, I told Will, I was like, I feel bad for these other guys, right? But but when you think about your fighting style, man, how would you describe your fighting style?
Yeah, man, I think you nailed it right on the head there. Violent. That's how I like it. I'm a really cool, easy. You'll never meet a more chill guy than me. But when I get in the cage, it's like, man, all the violence can come out, and it's exciting, man. I love it. Like I get like a straight up high from it. It's amazing. It's the best thing in the world. So my style is definitely not laid back and chill, relaxed like I am outside of the cage, but inside the cage, just pure violence coming at them and trying to take them out.
One thing that we always talk about, and it's one thing that like usually separates guys for us is people who are willing to go to the body, and like everybody's always headhunting and stuff. But I swear, every one of your fights, you're like ripping combos to the body. And there was the one, God, I forgot who it was. I think it was the last fight before your debut. I forgot his name. Where the combo that finished him. Yeah, the combo that finished him is like 3 or 4 shots to the body and then the left up top. And it's like, God damn, how do you even like defend against that? It's crazy.
Man,
I love body shots.
That's my bread and butter, man. Everybody always says that, but it's like it's crazy because like everything I do has been done to me. So like I know the success because like I've been on the other side of it. So I'm like, man, dudes who don't go to the body, they've never been cracked to the body.
Yeah,
they've never been hit to the body because I'm like, if you know a good body shot, oh, that's money all day. That's money in the bank all day. And so yeah, man, that's like, dude, I actually learned that. Man, I've actually learned that from a few different people. Man, some people call it the shoe shine, but like they do like uppercut style, boom, boom, work up. But I do more like hook style, and then like I have an uppercut one that I like to do. But yeah, dude, the body is like Hey, the head is hard to hit. They're always moving. I'll just crack you to the body, man, and make you wish I hit you in the head. Like that's kind of like the way I look at it.
Hey, and my apologies. It was actually Isaiah Gonzalez. Gonzalez was
Yeah,
that. Yeah. But the thing that I also liked is that you like Will said, rip him to the body. You came up top, and when dude's out, you could see, and you showed a lot of restraint though. Even though you're a violent dude, like you're about to land the hammer fist. The best part though is that your hand's still up from about to land the hammer fist, and it goes straight into the gladiator with your arms out, and you walk off. I was like, oh, that was so badass.
Yeah,
that was
man. Dude, and it's so funny because like I love that, and people love that. People were like, "Oh man, that's respectful. That's awesome." But like, truth be told, man, I just wanted to walk off KO. I like I didn't want no TKO asterisk. I socked him in the face. Dude went out, and that was it. And I saw the ref step in. I saw his face. I was like, he's out. But then people were like, "Oh, that's respectful," and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to do."
That is,
but it did also make me think of it like, you know what? Maybe that is the smarter thing to do because for one, it does save him. He'll be able to fight. But also for two, dude, I did that in my first fight, my pro debut. I knocked the dude out, and then he was out. And the ref wasn't there in time, and I got I was already in the process of it, and I threw it from my back pocket, and like it landed, and I tweaked my hand a little bit, like I could have saved my hand a little bit, like I could have saved it a little bit more. Like, yeah, I was fine, I'm fine now, but I was like, you know what? He was done after that.
You're like, maybe I should have thrown that last one.
Hey,
so I think I might keep. I don't know. I might keep that. Some fighters were like, "Oh, you got to get in there. You got like." Some fighters are.
Yeah.
Some fighters are like ruthless. Like they like in and out of the cage. Like they have issues, but
the whole time I'm like, man, Jesse's showing that respect and restraint, and really he's like, hey, I don't want to mess my hand up anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
That's
really,
awesome.
yeah. You got to look out for numero uno.
There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah, live to fight another day.
Yeah.
As you're knocking somebody out.
But I am also glad that, I did not just, that'd be messed up to give him one more. Like, because I seen him, he was out, and I was like, yeah.
You've seen both sides of it, though. Like a Lyoto Machida, where he shows a lot of restraint a lot of times, and then at the same time, you also have like the Derek Lewises of the world that are like, hey, it's Herb's job to stop me, and until he stops me, I'm gonna keep on laying hammer fists on this dude. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
or
man.
Hendo Bisping.
I think
that's one of the worst ones.
Yeah, I'll never forget that one where Dan Henderson knocked out Bisping and then freaking jumped up in the air and came down with an H-bomb, man. Like, yeah that was crazy.
Isn't that his logo?
Yeah. It's him flying through the air.
Yeah,
that's rough.
It did, huh?
That's rough.
What a savage, Dan Henderson.
Hey, one of my favorite reasons for following you on Instagram, Jesse, is you seem to be very into health, and I'm actually picking up some things as well. Your boy here right now is currently on the carnivore diet. I don't know how good that is for me, but dude, I've dropped 15 pounds here since January 1st.
Hey.
Yeah, I needed a wide angle camera actually before for my interview. But but I've noticed you're really into health, man. When did that start for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, it's probably been my whole life. My parents have always kind of put me onto that. They've always had me and my siblings in sports and athletics, and that was for discipline and also exercise. Then my dad's like, you ain't gonna be sitting in this house. You ain't gonna just be sitting in this house. So like from there, and then that turned into all of our passions. Like all of us, like my brother, he's like a strength and conditioning coach in the NFL right now. So he does that. Yeah, my sister, she played D1 soccer. Like we all, I come from a family of disciplined athletes. And so they always instill discipline and athletics and being in sports discipline that way, but also the food too. The food they always cooked. They always made sure it was balanced. Man, I remember when the food pyramid had freaking bread, like it
Yeah.
had bread as like the main
Wasn't that the
thing. Like,
foundation?
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
the foundation of the pyramid?
it's like you want to eat freaking 8-9 servings of bread or pasta or whatever. Like low key, like we had some bread at the dinner table, but we had like glass of milk and everything. Like that was kind of the thing. But like whatever changed, whatever nutrition changed, like we went with it. But they always cooked. They always made sure like, yo, we got cookies in the house. You're not about to kill the whole bag. Like you got limits, limits on everything, but never like never told us we couldn't have anything. It was just like hey, be limited. Like you don't need 25 Oreos, man. You can eat a couple and enjoy it, and that's good. And then so like from there I got into wrestling, and then wrestling is like, yo, you want to be good at wrestling, you got to be strong for your weight. And there's guys that get dialed in, and so that's when I started to get in it more heavily and actually started learning like how many calories is in a banana, how much potassium is in this, how much carbs, fats, proteins. Like started learning about macronutrients and micronutrients, and that was like the intro. And then like after high school, I got more into MMA and even more into like that kind of side of it. So I took a few nutrition classes, took nutrition, sports nutrition, child nutrition. I got really into that stuff. I don't have a degree. I've taken a few courses, but like eventually, yeah, that maybe I will get a degree in that or become a dietitian or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, I just have a real passion for that, and I'm just tired of seeing America be obese and lazy. And I'm like, dude, I see kids, like, because I've trained kids, and I'm like, it's sad. It really makes me sad when I see a kid, he can't hold himself up, he can't do certain moves. I'm like, man, me as a kid, dude, I was climbing trees, hopping walls, climbing fences. Like, there was nothing I couldn't do. Like, I was doing flag poles as a kid. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was like, and now I see these kids today, man. Like it looks like 7 out of 10 kids are like overweight or obese, and it's that pisses me off. And then so basically, I just want to help, man. I just want to spread a little knowledge because I do these polls on my Instagram, and like the more I do a poll, the more I come to find out, man. A lot of people just really don't know because there's these foods put in their face. And they trust like, oh, the food companies or the government or whatever is looking out for me. No, not the case, my man. If the food is packaged, processed, or it's fast food in restaurants, cooked and slathered in oil all day, man, those are foods that you should be eating on occasion. You don't have to get rid of them. You don't have to live like a monk, but it's not.
And that's
food
the crazy part.
It's not breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So, like I said, being on the carnivore diet, I let my sisters know. I was like, hey, I'm on the carnivore diet. And they're like, you're only eating meat. And again, what we're brought up thinking is you eat all that meat, you're going to have problems with your heart. But then here we are shoving cheeseburgers down our faces, eating candy, and all these different things. You know what I mean?
Twinkies, Hostess, Pop-Tarts, cereals.
Hey, dude, you're going to make my mouth get all watery right now, dude. Don't do that.
Dude,
but
you're making me get watery talking about the carnivore diet. I could go for a ribeye right now.
Yeah, but dude, you bring up a really good point. Oh, yeah, amazing. But you bring up a really good point, right? The education that we've gotten since we were younger around what is good and what isn't good. And we're slowly starting to find out that it's actually the other way around, right? So I really appreciate the work that you do on your Instagram. So anybody that is not following you right now is at Jesse Strader 135 is the handle. And check it out because he drops a lot of good knowledge nuggets when it comes to health and nutrition. I love it. I love it. Now, that being said, knowledge nuggets, dude. You like that? We're talking about food knowledge nuggets. So what's the biggest mistake that you think fighters make when it comes to like their weight cuts and nutrition?
Yeah, man, I've been there and I've seen it. Starting out with wrestling, the biggest mistake that I see competitors make is the binge and purge cycle. So they get a fight, time to purge, time to work out, cut out everything good and be miserable. Then I weigh in. After that weigh-in, I binge. I binge on Pop-Tarts, Twinkies, donuts, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, pizza, whatever. chips, whatever. But that's all wrong, man. That's all wrong. And, you know, I've dealt with that in the past. So that's why I know I'm speaking from experience. I'm not speaking as a guy who's never dealt with this. I'm speaking from experience. So, like, how to fix that is don't limit yourself. Don't treat any food as some special food that I can't touch. I can't touch because I'm in training camp. I can't do this. Obviously, you're not going to go to In-N-Out when you're 2 weeks out. Like, obviously. But that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy some steak, some potatoes, some good food, some butter on it. You can enjoy all of this stuff in moderation. And, you know, if you eat a nice balanced diet year round, dude, those things you'll never get 30, 40 pounds over the weight that you have to be. You'll be lean, trim, in shape. So those last minute fights you can take. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great call,
What's
man.
the is it John Anik that always says stay ready so you don't have to get ready?
Boom, right there, exactly.
Yeah, there's a few guys. I'm not gonna. I don't like calling anybody out, but there's a few guys that you see like after a fight, like a month later, they look like a completely different person, and you're like, damn, man.
Patty Pimblett.
I've been there. I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
They look. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Who is that?
My bad,
Yeah.
Will. You're like, I'm not gonna call anybody out. And I'm like, Patty Pimblett.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's who I was thinking of. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
So that being said, Jesse, what's your walk around weight? Like when you're not in camp, you know, you're not cutting weight.
Well, you know, for the past, man, dude, I'd say, you know, because look, here's the funny thing is I was dealing with an injury too for a year. So I was dealing with an injury for almost a year until I got it fixed. So when I took my debut fight, I was injured. I had a torn knee. And like if anyone knows about torn knees, man, that's the time to go bulk up and go eat pizzas and everything. But I was like, nah, screw that. I'm on the brink. I'm right there. I can get in. So I stayed lean and I just stayed fit, exercised what I could, worked around it, rehabbed it back. And then so here's the funny thing is I had surgery like 5 months ago, and people were like thinking, you know, I was gonna be taking days off. Nah, like I stayed lean through not having a knee, through not being able to run or work out or train as hard as I could, just by eating those balanced foods, just by doing that. So like my walk around weight, I probably, man, the highest I'll get is like maybe, and this is like highest I get not training and off of surgery is probably like 156. You know, I'll be there. But once I start training, that's like rare. Like I'm usually 150.
Okay.
150. And that's where I like to be. Honestly, I compete at 135, 136. I don't even like to be smaller than that. The amount of water I can drop in a few days, like I don't need to be smaller than that.
So you think is your perfect like fight weight like 150 then? Like do you
starting
go
a
back
camp?
up?
I would say starting
gotcha.
a camp. And then I would trim every bit of fat from there. So then I really don't like to cut more than 10 pounds in a few days. But if I could get it lower, which I usually can, that's where I like to be, dude. I like to make it easy on myself. Obviously, the last fight I messed up because I had 9 days notice and a torn knee. So there's only so much I could do. You know what I mean? But we're right there. And no. So like no excuses either. Like I take full responsibility. Like I still believe I could do it. It's just like a few little minor errors. And so I really don't get. I'm a bigger guy, but like anyone I train with will tell you, like, man, this dude sweats like a pig, dude. It's crazy. Like I can drop water like quick.
Oh, that's hilarious. So on the 19th, right? That's your next fight.
Yeah.
Do you feel any different prepping for your second UFC fight versus your first one? Other than the fact that you have more than 9 days.
Actually getting to prep.
Yeah, absolutely. This is like totally different fight. And like my teammates, like everyone's all in. Like it's such a special thing. Like I'm at Peterson Grapplers a lot. I train with Brian Peterson, who's like a mat wizard, and then I train with Pete Sugarfoot Cunningham, who's a kickboxing legend. 7-8-time world champion, crazy record. And then, my home gym in Palmdale, SoCal Fight Factory, got some tough cats. So everyone's all in, like, they're training just as hard as me, just so they could give me better work. And
Cool.
they're competitors too. They're high belts. They're competitive kickboxers, competitive MMA fighters. So it's like it's a really different camp, because last time it was like, we'll do what we can. We got whatever. And I'm the kind of guy who I've built my whole career. My whole career is last minute fights.
Yeah.
I think the most time I've had for a fight to get ready, it was one time, and it was the Gonzalez fight, and it was 4 weeks. Before that, it was
4
like
weeks,
12
yeah.
days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. Like like my whole entire career has been last minute fights.
Damn, that's gotta feel nice then, getting a fight this far out.
I've never had this before. I was almost like, man, am I gonna be too lean? And I'm leaning out crazy too. Like, I'm getting in crazy shape. So I'm excited. This is the best I've ever been, best shape I've ever been in, and best skill level I've ever had. So
Hell yeah. That is
Yeah, and
awesome.
the knee looks like it's holding up if you're doing like handsprings and shit.
right, like, dude,
You know?
the knee is solid. That's another thing. Is like, people are like, how's the knee? I'm like, what? Oh yeah. I'm like, it's fine. Like, I forget I had a knee thing.
Dude, you're getting me so pumped for your fight just listening to you right now.
I know, man. I
Now,
cannot wait.
it's Chad and Helliger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So coming up, like, how much work is done, like, in watching film, or, what is it that you do in order to prepare for Chad?
Yeah, I watch a lot of film myself. I don't watch the most film. I'm sure guys obsess and they watch every night and they do this. Me, I'll watch some fights, and I'll watch the most recent fights that I can, because that's going to give me the best picture. But more than that, that's another thing, is my team, dude, my coach Brian Peterson and Pete Sugarfoot Cunningham. Man, these guys are studying him, watching him together, and they're going over stuff. So it's like, if there's anyone that I trust watching his fights over me, it would be those two guys. So, like, they're gonna see things. They've been in the fight game way longer than way longer than I am. And so, like, they're gonna see things that I wouldn't see, and they're gonna put it together in a way better way. So I trust those guys so much, man.
Yeah, that's got to be so valuable, being able to just trust your coaches to know that, like, hey, what they tell me is coming from the right place.
100%. And then,
Yeah, that's cool.
they've both been champions. So it's like they both have been there before. Like, they like Sugarfoot Cunningham, dude, that dude's like a legend. Like, it's crazy. And you'll meet him. Guys don't even know. Guys don't like, we'll get like new guys in the gym, and they'll be like, oh man, this coach is good. I'm like, you guys have no idea. And he's so humble, him and Brian. They're both, they're so humble, man.
I saw an interview that you recently did that you were talking about him, saying how he's not someone who's like, oh, do this like how I did it. Do this how I did it. He's like picking things from all these other fighters and stuff. And like, that's so cool. That's an easy way to trust someone.
I've never had that before. I've never had that from a guy. I've had guys who coaches who, they shout out other fighters or whatever. But like this, for a coach to have those accolades and be like, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Like this guy, we're going to throw this combo like Canelo, this combo like Crawford. We're going to, mix it up with the kicks like Deckers, like fight like the Thai guys. Like he's naming guys. He's giving you guys names, and he's giving me homework. He's like, go home, watch this fight. Go home, watch this fight.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
It's rarely him. It's like rare. I'm like, dude, like that's how
cool.
humble
He's able to
It's crazy, man.
Check his ego at the door and just do what's best for his fighters. Then
yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Step outside himself. Yeah.
Did you have anything else,
That's
Will?
cool. Yeah, I know. So like training with someone like that and watching all these guys like Canelo and all these guys, and like obviously the kickboxing comes through heavily. I'm imagining. Have you seen what like Demetrius Johnson's going to be doing at ONE FC?
No. What is he doing?
He's fighting Rod Tang on March 26th, and they're doing four 3-minute rounds with 4-ounce gloves. First round is Muay Thai. Second round is MMA. Third is Muay Thai. Fourth is MMA.
What?
Yeah. Would you ever be open to something like that?
I would love that. I would
It's so
absolutely
cool.
love something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know that. And dude, Rodtang's a killer too, man.
Yeah.
Demetrius Johnson. Oh my gosh, what the? That's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be like if I think if I had to guess, Demetrius probably survives the first round. I have no idea what Rodtang's gonna do in that second round.
How many rounds are they doing? 4?
4, yeah.
Dang. So it's Muay Thai, full rules Muay Thai, MMA, Muay Thai again, then MMA.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, dude.
3-minute rounds.
Okay, dang,
Super weird.
dude, that sounds like a movie right there.
I know, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Rodtang's he's a Muay Thai guy. He's strictly he doesn't do MMA, does he?
I don't think I've never seen him fight in an MMA fight. I don't know if he has or not.
Yeah, I haven't either. I've seen him do the cage Muay Thai. Man, yeah, if they make it to that second round, that's gonna be a wrestling match, I would imagine.
I would imagine.
Or
yeah.
I would make it if I was, I don't know.
Yeah.
But Demetrius Johnson's crazy, man. He's like, that dude is definitely a GOAT, man. He's so good and he was good everywhere, man. Really good.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about like Francis right now being like maybe like the most disrespected champion in UFC history, but it's like, man, people don't even remember Demetrius at all. Like
he got no respect, and I'm like, I've always been a guy. I gave that guy respect because like that guy was talented in every aspect of MMA. That guy was a full on martial artist, like in every aspect of it. And then he also did gaming, so I don't know how he didn't blow up. Like I really don't know how guys did not love that about him.
I think he was just honestly like too early. I think he was just too early.
I think so too.
Yeah, because you look at like, especially now, the flyweight division's so crazy stacked, and like if Demetrius was here now in his prime, and he was beating these guys, and he was streaming on Twitch and stuff, like, because back then there was no Twitch, I don't think, like live streaming gaming and stuff.
It would be perfect right now to have him in the mix with what's going on in the UFC. They got some good flyweights going on, man. I mean,
that division,
man, talk about timing is everything, dude. Talk about that.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Perfect.
Well, we have a game.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
So we're doing this in honor of that fabulous stash that you have sitting on top of your lips. So what we're going to do, we're going to bust out a few pictures of some famous stashes out there, and we want you to rate them between 1 and 10, and at the end, we're going to see who gets the highest rating from you. Sound good?
I got you.
It.
This sounds awesome. I love this.
Yeah. All right, Will. Chuck Liddell.
All right.
Oh, man, that's right there. That's an iconic stash right there, man.
All the way down, right?
That's
Some would call that what, handlebar?
That's a handlebar. Yeah, that's a handlebar. Man, I'm going to I got to rate Chuck. Dude, Chuck was like one of my heroes too growing up too. So I got to rate that high. I got to rate that at least an 8 right there.
8. Okay, that's solid. That's very solid.
Strong start, like you said. Yeah, like iconic, right? You see, if you just saw the mohawk and the handlebar, you know who it is.
If I saw just the mouth, I'd be like Chuck Liddell.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
If he doesn't already have his own logo, he should do that. Just a silhouette with the mohawk and the handlebar.
Oh, he definitely needs that.
Right? Just on his shirt. That's it.
Man, shout out the old shorts.
Hit up his merch team, dude. Hit up his merch team. Well, tell him.
Yeah,
they're missing out.
You need credit for that if it's not done.
Yeah, if it's not. I'll make sure.
All right, what's the next one?
All right.
Oh,
you got Borat, dude. Come on.
Borat, baby. Hey, that's a solid stash, man.
The thickness.
That's a thick, solid stash.
Okay.
Just because he's not as iconic to me, but it's still solid, I'm gonna give it a 7. I gotta rate it under 7. Chuck's, but it's a solid one.
Still strong. Still strong.
Still strong. All right.
That face always just makes me laugh as soon as I see it. It's ridiculous.
All right, we got Cody Mckenzie.
Oh, what?
The guillotine master.
Yeah, I remember this guy, man. That's crazy. Dude, does he got some curl going on with that?
Looks like he's twisting it just a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, that's solid. That's solid. I'm gonna give that. It's not as thick as Borat's though, so I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna give that a 6. Yeah.
You know, also
Respect.
reminds me of a musketeer. You know, you throw like a little like
I was
fancy hat on
thinking
him
that.
and a sword.
I was thinking that he needs one of those little skinny swords.
Yeah, just for sure.
Yeah, he looks like
All
V for Vendetta, right? With the mask.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Good reference. Good reference. All right,
All
what's
right.
the next one?
Another
Oh,
twist.
Ian McCall.
Uncle
Yeah,
Creepy.
Ian McCall. Yeah, he has a solid one, man. He's always had a solid one for sure. He's got that twist down. So I'm gonna give him an 8 too with Chuck there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a
Solid.
bad one. Yeah. Another
Good
one,
tie.
but back in the day, right? You had to do so much to like make yourself a character, right? Because the sport wasn't that big. And I feel like Ian McCall kind of transcended a little bit just because of the stash. You know, he would always do like the old time kind of boxing stances.
Yeah, we talk about timing, man. If him and Mighty Mouse were just coming out now, dude,
Yeah.
the flyweight would probably be the most exciting weight class. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
For sure. For sure.
Talking
All right,
about an
who's next?
unlucky guy too. Alrighty, we're moving on.
Oh, Ron Swanson.
Oh man, Ron Swanson. He's got an epic stash. And
He does.
I like Ron Swanson Day as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
So man, dude. Just
These are
'cause he's
tough,
Ron
right?
Swanson, I'm gonna give him an 8.5.
Ooh.
8.5.
Solid.
Now we're getting into the
8.5.
nitty gritty.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Nitty-gritty.
with
It's getting down. It's getting down to
Yeah.
the wire.
Getting very competitive.
Yeah.
All right, who's next?
All right, we got Pat Cummins.
Pat Cummings with the missing tooth too, you know, kind of adds to it.
That does, you know,
Definitely part
that
of it.
adds some flair, I would say.
Adds
Man.
flair.
I gotta,
What was-
yeah, dude, that's got to be up there too. I'm gonna give him a 7.5.
Nice.
That's a good one. He looks like Tom Hardy and Bronson, right?
Yeah, that's exactly,
Was.
dude. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of that old time.
Yeah. Yeah. All
That's
right.
funny.
Pat Cummins, I like that guy. Leoto, rocking the
Oh,
stash
man,
back in
that's
the
kinda-
day.
Man, I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
Hey, they're not all great.
When I think Machida, mustache doesn't come up, but
Right?
No.
I'm gonna
He
give
didn't
him
keep
like
it long enough.
I'm gonna give him like a 4. It just doesn't belong on that man.
Oh.
Yeah,
Poor
not quite the
Machida.
dragon in that.
No, this is not the dragon.
Yeah. Okay.
The disrespect.
Hey, man. Look, man. If you don't see me with a mustache right now for a reason. You know, mine would be way worse than Leota's. All right, the
Oh.
OG Dan Severn.
Man, dude, Dan Severn's definitely up there, dude, because we're talking about another iconic mustache. Like,
Yep.
when you think of Dan Severn, you think of a mustache. There's probably only one other guy who I would rank higher than him as far as that. But so I'm gonna give this dude a 9. I'm gonna give Dan Severn a 9.
Devin's a 9, and I think we probably have that other guy on the list. I think I know
Maybe.
who you're talking about.
Baby.
All right, next one. Junior Dos
Oh
Santos.
man, that's soft. That's soft. I'm giving what did Machida get, a 4?
You got a
You
4.
got a 4.
You know what? I'll have him tied with Machida because it's just not.
Okay.
It's just not there.
It's
Man,
not
that-
quite there.
I don't know. I see this picture, man, and I see the mustache. It's like, man, I would not let my kids within
No.
100 feet of this guy. You know what
No,
I mean?
this
Yeah.
guy. I don't trust this guy.
No, stranger danger right away, written all over his forehead.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I think this was from an Instagram post back in the day where he asked if he should keep it, and I think it was shaved probably 20 minutes after posting.
Yeah, he probably regretted posting that.
He probably got lit up for sure. All right, what's next?
All right.
Oh,
Beltran.
Moving into refs.
Man, dude. Okay, I didn't take this one into account. Yeah.
This is like, I don't know, Hell's Angels. You know.
Yeah, this is solid.
Might be some
Man.
magic in that.
This
Some
is
magic.
Mike Beltran right here.
It
Yeah.
is.
Dude, that's solid. Man, I don't know if I would even consider this a mustache. This is in a league
know,
of its
right?
own right here. This is like Yosemite Sam style right here, man. But dude, I gotta hit. It's for sure iconic, man. I'm gonna give him an 8.5 too. He's tied with whoever.
Ron
8.5.
Swanson.
Yeah,
He's tied
Ron
with Ron
Swanson.
Swanson
Yeah.
right now.
It's yeah.
Still a very
Yeah.
respectable score for Mike Beltran.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I know Mike too, man. Nice guy.
He seems like a great
cool
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen it without the ties? I almost put a picture in with it all open. It's wild.
No, I haven't.
It's wild.
It's out there. Dude pulls
All
it
right.
off though.
I'll
All
have to check.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, there it is.
The classic.
That's my dude right there.
Don
Don
Fry.
man,
There
Don
we
Fry
go.
for sure. He's getting the number 1, man. He's getting the 10 for sure. Perfect 10. That's a mustache. Okay.
That is money, dude. That is money.
If I think of mustache, this is the man right here.
If I think of America, it's this picture.
America,
right here.
yes. America, I think of I don't think if I think of America, I think of Don Fry's mustache.
There you go.
Just replace
awesome.
one of the stripes.
Just the
middle
stash.
stripe with just the stash.
Yeah, man, for sure. That's the guy.
What a legend.
All right. Who is that last, Will?
I think we have one more.
Okay.
Oh,
Tito.
Hey, you know what's crazy, man? Tito, I have a picture when I got that knockout and it went on ESPN and I got a picture, man. Tito Ortiz was at that fight. He was in the background and I'm on top of the cage. So it was cool, man. So I gotta get, man, shoot, I don't know. That's a funky looking. He's trying to be Chuck Liddell or what's going on?
Hey, the
then,
rivalry continues.
If you take a look at the right side too, it's like really close to his lip. Left side goes further off to the left, further from the lip. So I'm like, ooh, the symmetry. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Tito a lot. But I just mustache wise, I can't rank him too high. Mustache wise, I'm gonna give him man, just because he's Tito, I'm gonna give him a 6.
Okay.
Hey, that's respectful. And it's not the worst
real,
mustache.
I kept it real. I'm not trying to play favorites. I like Tito a lot. But
Dude,
I missed
be...
the bleach hair, but things happen.
Yeah, things happen. The sport wouldn't be what it is right now if Tito wasn't involved. All righty, the next one. I think this is the last one.
There we go.
Oh, my man, right there. That's number 1
Mr.
for
Jesse
sure.
Strader, for sure.
I'm coming for you, Don Fry. I'm coming for you.
I love it. So there you have it. We look at Mr.
Well, what's the
Fry
rating?
game.
We got to get the rating.
Oh, gotta give him a 10.
Yeah, so I'll be humble because I know it's not quite Don Fry, but I for sure, man, the only reason I kept it is because I looked in the mirror and I said, you know what? That's one hell of a mustache. I'm keeping it. And so I'm gonna give myself an 8. I'm gonna rank it higher than the 8.5. I'm gonna give myself an 8.6.
There we go.
8.6.
That's still a very solid
and it's
number.
A humble rating.
I'm gonna keep it humble. I know I'm not 1, but I'm coming for you, Don. I'm coming for you.
Well, there we go, Mr. Don Fry.
Man.
Based off of Jesse Strader's ratings, a perfect 10. He wins the mustache challenge. Man, Jesse, I can't tell you how fun this has been, man.
Yeah, it's just been a blast, man.
It's been an absolute blast. Will, did you have any last minute questions?
No, thank you so much. Looking forward to your fight.
On the 19th.
On the 19th. It's a great card too. I was just looking at it. Really, really good card. Is there anything you want to plug? We have your Instagram down at the bottom. Anything you want to plug and promote?
Yeah, man. Just watch my fight. Tune in February 19th. It should be on ESPN Plus, man. This one's gonna be a banger for sure. Like best shape of my life and best skill level I've ever had. So definitely. And dude, I haven't fought in so long. I've been yearning for some violence. So make sure you guys tune in. And I just want to thank all my sponsors, man. I got way too many to name. I don't want to leave any out, but you guys follow me on Instagram. Stay on your nutrition and get moving.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jesse. And thank you, everybody, that listened to the special episode of Story of the Fight.
Thank you.